What's going on, guys? It is Christros here, and today we got another video. So I'm finally back on my alt account. So this is my second account for people who don't know, so that's why there's some decks missing here compared to my main one. But regardless of that, I want to start this video off by saying thank you everybody for all this great support you guys been giving me. As of the recording of this video, I'm at like 71 subscribers or something like that. It's blowing my mind. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea. I'd never expected that, so like I said, thank you guys so much for that. So today we got going to be two separate videos. I'm going to be recording back to back, but this first one is going to be they're both kind of gimmick decks, by the way, just to understand that. But the first one is going to be BallPark. So this is I don't know how to explain this one. So this is a deck that revolves around Giant BallPark. It's a field spell that is really unique. So basically, it states that during damage calculation, if a player would take damage, that's either player, you can make neither player take battle damage, and if you do, send one level 4 low insect monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then if you say a normal monster, you can special summon any of those monsters with the same name as that monster from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. If a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, except during the damage calculation, you could special summon a insect normal monster from a graveyard. So basically, this deck wants to go second. You want to blind second, and basically you want to get Giant BallPark and attack and just start swimming your field, and you can go into pretty powerful link plays that way. This deck is amazing. It's stupid fun. I would state again, it's not the best, but my god, is this a blast to play. With that in mind, let's go through the card by card, and I hope everybody does enjoy. So, we do have normal monsters, and quite a bit of them. The first one is we have 3 Insect Knights. The level 4, they got 1,900 attack. That's the only reason we're ever running it, for a pretty decent attack line. We also got 3 Shining Black Sea. Yet again, level 4, 2,000 attack. You need at least 6 targets. These are the ones I like to run. Shining Black Sea is kind of mandatory. You definitely run them. Insect Knight, you can run him, or you could run any other normal level 4 insect monster you want. There's a couple other ones. I think there's like one other one that has a good attack line. But that's it. Now for our hand traps, we got 2 Psy-Frame Gammas. This card is alright. It's like I said, this guy is going second, so you do want to disrupt the opponent as much as possible. So the idea behind this is if the opponent activates a monster effect, that could be from the hand or from the field. You could quick effect. You could special summon this card from your hand and 1 driver from your hand, from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy that monster. So basically, you could special summon that and driver. And you could just negate the activation of any monster they play. Like I said, it's a blind second deck, so you really want to stop your opponent. So that's the reason why we're running it. We got 3 Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom stops Max C, and it stops any other search effect that your opponent's doing. Really good card, definitely worth running. I run it in like every deck I play, so yeah, definitely worth it. Then we got 2 Golki Pole. Golki Pole is weird. It's a fucking great card, but it's different. So this card is sent to the graveyard. Now it's not, by the way, just by hand. It's from hand, field, or deck. If it just sits to the graveyard, you get this effect. You can add 1 level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand, and if you add a normal monster, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that special summon monster. And you can only use this effect once per turn. So basically, if this is sent to the graveyard, you could get like a Shining Black Sea, special summon it to the field, then destroy any card on the field that's 2,000 attack or more on the opponent's side of the field. It's stupid good, definitely worth running 2 of them, because you could easily send it off to cards. You could easily get it to the graveyard, so definitely worth running. We got 1 Worm Warrior. This is not the best card, but definitely worth running at least one of them. You can special summon it by banishing 1 insect type monster from your graveyard. You cannot special summon by other way. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card inflicts battle damage. Send the top card of their deck though to the graveyard, and it's a 19 beat stick. Like I said, it's not the best card, but it is a free special summon to actually continue on your plays. Then we got 3 Resonant X Insect. Resident Insect is amazing. If this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, you could add one level 5 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hands. If this card is banished, you could send one insect monster from your deck to the graveyard. So this card is amazing. Basically speaking, if it gets sent to the graveyard, you can search out your Kaijus or your Doomdozer, grab it to your hand, then you Doomdozer effect, you can banish a Resident Insect, then you could send other cards to your graveyard, like your Goki Pores. Goki Pores get special summon. You could start seeing the lines. You could start disrupting your opponent. Stupidly crazy, and it's definitely worth running. 3 of them, no ands if buts about it. Now we got Kaijus. We got 2 of the Sticky String Kaiju. The effects don't matter. It's a Kaiju. You could special summon you could tribute off your opponent's monster to special summon it to the side of the field. So you can get rid of their boss monsters that normally can't be destroyed. You run 4 total. You run 2 Sticky, so you can special summon this one to your opponent's side. Then we got 2 Mystery Dust. You special summon this one to your side of the field. Why that is, because this one has 27. Sticky Kaiju has only 24. So that way you can beat over your opponent. And that is almost all of the insects. We also got 1 Doomdozer. Doomdozer has the effect you can banish 2 cards. And this card inflicts battle damage. You can send the top card of the deck, though, to the graveyard. Then lastly, we do have a small, and I do state small, teeny package. We got 2 Vashuda, and then one Ashura. They're both special summons from the hands. If you control no monsters, you can link them off to Monk. Why we run Vashuda, because you can bounce the card, which comes in handy. And Ashura, you could special summon a Tinny from your deck. They're just great extenders, so you can go and view other links that you might need. So that's all. Now, for our spells, we got 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, get rid of back row. 1 Monster Reborn, a great extender. 1 Terraforming to find your BallPark. 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Like I said, this is a going second deck, so you need ways to get rid of your opponent's field. Kaiju Slumber states destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, then special summon in attack position 2 Kaiju monsters with different names for your deck, 1 on each side. But they cannot change the battle position and must attack if able. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Kaiju from your deck to your hands. So this card is amazing. Like I said, you want to do it as a board wipe, get rid of your opponent's, field, get rid of all the monsters. It's amazing that way, definitely worth running. We got 3 Lightning Storm, back row hate removal, what can I say? Giant BallPark, the main reason to play this deck is because of this card. This card's amazing, definitely worth running 3 of them. And then lastly, we got 2 Called by the Grave. You're only running this because of the simple fact get rid of your opponent's Maxi or Ash Blossom. That's it. Now, for the extra deck, my extra deck really is kind of crusty. You could make it a lot better. It's really up to you, but how I'm running it is 1 Apollosa. It's a great monster negate, and it's really easy to go into in this deck. We got 1 Seraphim. This card is pretty neat. So this card gains 200 attack for each counter on it. This card is Link Summon. Place 1 counter on this card for each insect monster used for its link material. Then, quick effect, you can remove 1 counter from this card, special summon a level 4 or lower insect from your graveyard. So it's really good. We got 1 Barricade Blocker. This card is a way to get back your BallPark if it does get destroyed. And it gives your field spells protection. We got 1 Defender. Defender is neat because non-effect monsters you control gain 500 attack. Also, all effect monsters your opponent control loses 500 attack. And since we're playing heavy on the non-effect monsters, Defender is actually pretty decent in this deck. We got 1 Pentastag. Pentastag just allows you to inflict piercing damage. It doesn't come up that often. If you want to get rid of this card, you absolutely can. I'll probably get rid of it in the future for Zeus instead. We got the Nightmare package, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus. 1 gets rid of a monster, the other one gets rid of spells and traps. We got 1 Insector. I'm not going to try it. The Link Insector monster. This card, not the best, but when this card is Link Summon, you can discard 1 card, target 1 other insect monster you control, equip 1 insect monster from your deck to it as an equip spell. So, kind of cool. That equip monster gains 500 attack and defense. Then you can target 3 insect monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and draw 1 card. So this is a great way to recycle your normal insect cards, because you can put them back in the deck to dump them from BallPark yet again. So that's the idea. We got 1 Mrs. Radiant. This gives all of our monsters 500 plus more attack. 1 monk for our Vishuddha plays. We got 1 Link Spider since we do have a lot of normal summons. And the last one is Baguska. Baguska is just a great stall card, and it can kind of win games on its own. Then we got a small Zodiac package. The idea behind the Zodiac, like I said before, is to go into Zeus. We have multiple monsters. You could easily have like 3 level 4 monsters. You tag into it, you know, get all of them attack, or, you know, get into then link up to Broad Bolt, whatever you want to do it. The point is, you could easily get into the Zodiac package. The idea is to attack with the Zodiac as quickly as you can. Doesn't care if you kill anything, but then you want to link up into Zeus. So that's the whole idea behind that. I don't have Zeus at the moment in my alt account. When I do get it, I'll add it, but that's my deck. I hope you all enjoy. I know my extra deck kind of sucks, but like I said, you can easily make this however you want it. This is what I'm running, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So thank you guys for the support. We'll get into the games, and yeah, I hope everybody enjoys. All right, so this first door is against Ignister. I'm not that great against Ignisters. I don't know the combo lines. So yeah, like I said, I don't know the combo lines too much. Now, I messed up, by the way, here. I went first. I should have gone second, but I misplayed. I do get BallPark out, and I actually just know some goalkeeper in my turn, and then my opponent's going to go off. You should have gone second, but I misplayed. Just bear with me. My opponent's going to start doing a lot of Inista plays. I'm not going to try to commentate during this because I know I'm going to fuck up. He links Dark Infant. I don't know what Dark Infant does. I'm assuming he gets another card. He gets his Filled Spell. At this point, he activates his Filled Spell. The Filled Spell allows him to summon if he controls no cards. AI Contact. If you reveal, add another card. AI meets you. He reveal a card, add a card. This might go on for a while. He activates a Spilled Spell to special summon the Fire Guy. The Fire Guy gets the water. Yeah, I guess I don't know Ignista plays. My commentary is going to suck. I do apologize. Cyberus Wicked. Special summons another card. Now he can activate Cyanide Mining. He discards and add another one. This might still go on for a while. I don't think he's done yet. He now links off to Transcode Talker. Alright. How many cards do you have left? He has 12 cards in his extra deck left. Might go on for a while. He gets AI Fighting Spirit. He activates his Spirit-Filled Spell again. Special summons the Wind Guy. And he sends another card to the graveyard. Transcode Talker. He special summons one. And now this is once per turn here. Good God. Then he gets Dark Templar. Dark Templar, he activates a Spilled Spell. Why is that not once per turn? This is stupid. Now he gets another Dark Infant. Now he activates the rank 3. He chain blocks the Dark Infant. I don't even have anything, so let him do what he wants. And he moves his own, activates Divine. I don't know what that does, but I'm not going to read it. Eventually I will have to. He just special summons a bunch of cards. Now he gets Reborn, and he's going to go into rank 6. Yep, Link 6. And he gets Rival. Rival is unaffected by everything. Yep, that sucks. He destroyed my card, got a token. Goalkeeper is going to affect. I do get Shining Black Sea. I do special summon it. Can't be destroyed by card effects, so I'm just kind of fucked. He gets another Dark Templar back. He has 9 cards left in his extra deck. Nope. He gets Splash Mage out. That makes it 8. Splash Mage for special summon again. This guy has been like on 14 special summons so far. He gets Fire Phoenix, World Rare. That's beautiful. And he attacks my Shining Black Sea. Then he attacks me directly for 6,000, but I activate Giant BallPark, and now I'm going to special summon all my Black Seas. And he attacks directly, but like I said, I take no damage. So, doing pretty decent here. Perfect. I tribute over his boss monster. Now activate Interrupting Slumber. There's probably better ways to do this than what I did, but this is how I did it. He activates his card. Now I'm going to attack. He's doing a lot of stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not good with Inisters. So I'm just going to let him do what he wants to do. At this point, I activate Giant BallPark. I do get 3 Insect Knights, and I attack over, hit my own Kaiju. Go to main phase 2. Now I'm going to start linking off. I go into Nightmare Cerberus to get rid of my Lightning Storm, and I do pop his card. Now he's going to pop mine. BallPark is going to allow me to special summon one back, and now I'm going to link off into the Insector. I can't use its first effect, but I can use its second effect, targeting all my Insect Knights, put them back into the deck, and I can draw one. And I do get Ash Blossom. Okay, that's not bad. I go into Seraphim. Seraphim's going to get some counters. Feeling pretty good, and I end my turn. At this point, I activate Seraphim's effect. I do bring back Goalkeeper. Just trying to see what happens. He brings back the Fire Phoenix. He activates AI Meets You. I'm going to Ash that. I don't like that card, so might as well just get rid of it while I can. He has 7 cards in this extra deck. Let's see if he can beat me this turn or not. If he can, good for him. Nope, he just attacks, and he allows me to take 23. Goki Pool's effect, I do get Insect Knight. Insect Knight's going to special summon itself, and I do destroy his card. Then he activates that and gets rid of my card. Yet again, we're going back and forth on this. Now he's going to activate, get the Fire guy out. He searches the Dark one. Now he links into a Lingering Cerebro. Then he activates his field spell. He summons the light one. Like I said, he gets AI Meet You. He can't activate that this turn. He gets the dark one. He gets the water back into his hands. Like I said, I'm not good at this deck, so please forgive me. He gets Light Dragon. Never seen that card before. Let's see what he does with it. Now he activates the water. He special summons it. He links it off, okay, into his Splash Mage. He has 4 cards left, so let's see if he can do anything. He gets the dragon back, and then he's going to link off again into Access Code Talker. Okay, so he's going to Access Code effect, banish 2. Then at this point, he's going to pop my field. So he gets rid of Giant Ballpark, and he gets rid of Insect Knight. Okay, well, this sucks. Let's see what I can do. Draw for turn, get Monster Reborn. I activate Kaiju Slumber in my graveyard. I banish it and get Sticky to my hand. I attribute Sticky. I attribute over his access code, and I activate Monster Reborn to get my own Kaiju, because I think it's the best bet, and I attack over his Kaiju. Goes back to my graveyard, not in my turn. This is not going well. Main phase 1, he ends his turn. He doesn't have anything. Holy shit. I draw a driver. That sucks. I attack for 2,700, and I end my turn. Hey, look at that. I'm finally winning. My opponent draws. He activates Synapse Mining. He discards AI Meet You, and he gets the Dark. He has 3 cards left in this extra deck. I don't think he has anything to beat me with. We'll see, though. He activates Dark. He gets the green back into his hands, and he has AI Meets You. He normal summons the green. Since effect, he sends the level 8, and then he's going to link off into Wind Pegasus. Okay. The green's effect, he targets Dark. Dark comes back, and he ends his turn. Okay. Interesting. And I get Resonant Insect. I do link off into Blocker. Resonant Insect effect's going to go off, and Blocker's effect. I discard Driver. Blocker's going to allow me to get Ballpark back. He activates Max C. I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to stop this yet, you know. So, Insect effect, I do get Doom Dozer. Doom Dozer, I'm going to special summon by getting rid of 2 cards. Now, this is why I misplayed. When I summoned the Doom Dozer, I should have banished Resonant Insect, but I didn't. I for some reason, I just didn't do it. I have 2 of them in my graveyard, right? Or just 1? Just the one. Yeah, I should have banished Resonant Insect, and then one of those 2, and I could have actually just continued on more Vantage, but I didn't think of it. Doom Dozer is going to send the top card. He gets triple talents to the graveyard, and I get BallPark back to my hand from next turn. I'm in a winning position. My opponent at this point concedes. Yeah, I did not expect to win that at all. This was a stupid game, and I didn't think I would come out winning against Ignisters. We'll show you one more game, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. Alright, so this next game is against Pendulum Magicians. Like, it was a weird one. I never seen it before. Well, I've seen it in Master Duel, but like, I don't play against it that often, so kind of bear with me. My opponent made me go first. Not a good sign. At this point, I just set Resonator Insect and in my turn. He activates Soul Pendulum. He activates Star. He scales Odd, and he scales Hammering Magician. At this point, he makes 1/9 and 1, and he sets. I'm like, okay. This isn't good. I activate Harpy's Feather Duster just to get rid of his whole back row. I'm pretty sure that just pissed him off. I normal summon Draw and Lockboard, and I start linking off into Pentastage. And Resonant Insect allows me to get my Kaiju. What I did was I used Stickies, and I tribute over his own card. And then I special summon my Kaiju from my hands, and I go into battle. I attack over his Kaiju because we have to attack, and then I attack directly for 16. And then I'm going to link off into my my Seraphim. Seraphim's effects are going to allow me to get some tokens. And then I end my turn. My opponent normal summons Black Frame and it targets Monster Reborn. I'm like, alright, this is interesting. He gets Kaiju back. At this point, I'm going to activate its effect, and I get Resonator back. I'm doing this because I need more cards. He attacks, and he attacks my Resonator. Resonator effect is going to go off, and it allows me to get another Kaiju. So yet again, feeling pretty confident. We'll see what happens. And I get Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Doesn't do anything. So I special summoned my Kaiju since he owns the Kaiju, and I banished 2 cards to special summon Doom Dozer. I did banish Resonate Insect. I was smart in this one, didn't misplay. I do think Goki Pool, and at that point my opponent concedes. And at that point, I would have got even more cards on the field. So yeah, that's the power of this deck. It can easily steal games out of nowhere. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next video. And yeah, I can't wait. All right, have a good night, everybody.